Minecraft Hardcore. We've seen it all from 100 days, the perfect starts. But how hard is it really? So, what are we waiting for? Let's find out. Create new world. Let's call it One Life. Purely for the fact we have one life. Do you get it? No? Okay. Create new world. Let's see the spawn we get. Please be near like a village or something. Let's start, like we start any other world, by breaking down our first tree. Okay, and now we turn that into planks, and the planks into sticks, and craft one crafting table. And now we craft a pickaxe and mine some stone. That's plenty. Let's create some stone tools. And now we need food. Ooh. What are you? Is this a ruined ship? This could be nice. What treasure may you hold? Chest. Ooh. And the iron. Perfect. And I think there's one down by here too, right? Yes, sir. Because of binder. No vanishing. Okay. I'm breaking. I'll take that. And I'll take that. Let's kill these cows. Let's make a bed. Just in case we find no village. Okay. And now we take planks and take the wool. And now we got a bed to sleep through the first night. Let's try get full iron as fast as possible. Mine the iron. To make a shield. 31 pieces of iron. And now let's smelt this iron. Create the furnace. We do need coal, but I think there was coal back here. Yes. Let's mine it up real quick. Let's get it smelting. Let's craft a pair of boots, legs, the helmet. Let's get some food smelting too, because right now I'm low on hunger. And now let's finish my iron set by putting a chest plate. We have full iron armor. Let's throw away this trash. 2 steak, a new pickaxe, a new axe, and lastly a new sword. And now all our food is cooked. Let's go mining for diamonds. Ooh. Oh no. Perfect. This cave should have diamonds. I'm getting jumped. And there you go. We found diamonds on day 1. More diamonds. Okay. And the skeleton. Okay. I need to be a lot more careful. More diamonds. The A1 vein. So far we have 11 diamonds. This is going absolutely perfect. Got some lapis. Okay. I use the enchantment table. That works fine. Diamonds on the wall. Let's mine some blocks. Ooh. A lot of diamonds. We are now on 18. What was my name? What? Yo. Eat. More diamonds. Mine these diamonds real quick. My shield's about to break, which isn't that great. But when it breaks, I'll just smelt some more iron. Creeper. Yeah, I definitely need to smelt some more iron. So let's make a little room. This works fine. Place my 2 furnaces and put a bit in here and a bit in here. Put some coal, and now we wait. Now I need another shield. But while I'm here, I may as well create some diamond armor. Start with a chest plate, legs, and a hat. I need 1 more diamond until I got a full set. Then let's throw out this armor to clear out some space. And now all the iron's smelted. Let's get back to finding more diamonds. Perfect. And now I can finally create full diamond gear. Now let's get diamond tools and then head straight to the nether. Let's start creating diamond tools. The diamond pickaxe and axe. I could also go for the sword. Yeah, sure. I'll go for the sword. Perfect. And now throw out these. Let's create a bucket. I've chose to speed up the clip because this is just me walking on the caves now, trying to find a lava pit so I can create some obsidian. Okay, perfect. Now we mine this obsidian. Another zombie. There must be a spawner. There must be. I've seen far too many zombies. Far too much. I've got sick. 2 more. Perfect. And now, let's go back to the gravel. Let's get some flint. Perfect. 1 flint, one iron. So, let's go back up. And we're back to where we started. And this is where I'm gonna create my first portal. And let's check out the spawn. Okay, I'm already getting jumped. And now, let's find a fortress. Let's climb the trees, because it's more safer. Launch it out. I'll cut back when I find the fortress. This took far too long to find this fortress. I was searching for so long. But finally, we found the fortress. Bloody hell. Thank God. I finally found 1 fortress. Blaze, come to me. Chest. Take these warts just in case. I might need them later down. Okay, 9 more. Okay, so right now I've run out of food. I know, disaster. But if you fight these hoglins, they drop you pork chops, and then pork chops can be cooked into food. That is what I've done. And just like that, we're back in the fortress. So I'm gonna quickly get the 9 more rods I need. Spawner. Perfect. 5. Nice. And now we leave. That's fast. And we are back. Turn off my waypoint. Off. And go through this portal. Okay, it is the next day. Let's go find a village. But first, I think I'm gonna take my portal with me. Like, this is a bad spot for the portal. So, let's pick up the portal. Okay, and now, let's go find a village for all the ender pearls. Cue the village looking time lapse. And perfect. We found a no village. It might be called something different. I don't know. And make the brewing stand in the igloo is where he will be. There you go. There you go. And now you're trapped. I went to find a jungle so I can get bamboo. I actually had to travel so far, I scrapped that entire village and found a new one. So let's cut to me finding the jungle. Look what I see in the near distance. A jungle. From here, we want 3 things. Cocoa beans, melons, and lastly, bamboo. Perfect. We got 3 stacks, and now let's go to the village. I'm swimming on top of the water. We love this game. Alright, we're here. Now, let's sleep. And now we ring the bell to scare all the villagers. And now you're trapped. Now I break down this. But he is a butcher. I don't know what job that... Perfect. He's changed. Okay. And now, we leave him here. It's time to plant these 3 stacks of bamboo. And now that's done, we need flint. So let's mine up this gravel. Gravel. For legend tables. Make sure he is trapped. And now let's break the bamboo. And this is why we needed the Fletcher. Because bamboo grows quite fast. And then Fletchers trade sticks. So, we turn the bamboo into sticks. And then trade it with the Fletcher. And now we repeat this until we got enough emeralds to max out the cleric. Okay, we got 3 stacks of emeralds. Let's max this villager. Perfect. Now let's buy all the inner pills. Wait till he restocks. Let's turn this into blaze powder. And now let's buy up to 18 pearls. And now let's make 18 eyes of ender. Now let's go to the end portal. Where next? Still forward. Make a boat. Throw it again. Still forward. Throw it again. Behind me. Perfect. So it's like somewhere around here then. Down. It took me decently long actually finding this stronghold. So, time-lapse mode. There you go. We have finally reached the stronghold. And we found the portal. Let's get rid of this spawner and place in all the eyes of ender. Ooh. Perfect. But first, let's go raid the library. Actually ain't got the space to raid the library, so we'll place a bed here and we'll do it when we get back. If we get back. Okay, let's create a and put all the stuff that I don't really need in it. So, and fighting dragon with no bow will be quite difficult. So, I'm probably just gonna go to the library and take string from here. Now that should be enough string to craft the bow. Perfect. And now I've got no arrows, feathers. Okay, I need to go fight chickens. But first, craft a new pickaxe because I'm forced to mine up. And we're up. Feathers, 2. The arrows. And now let's organize my inventory. Let's go fight this dragon to max health. Let's go. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and now let's go smack this dragon. Down, end the dragon, or like end the dragon. Finally, we have killed the dragon. Now we can XP. Put the torch under the egg. Break the torch. And now let's go back to the library. I see you, the player. I see the player. You mean Tribby? Yes, take care. It's reached a high level now. It can read our thoughts. It doesn't matter. I've seen it so much times. Can I get it off my screen? I can. Perfect. And we've lost a dragon egg. I think it's at world spawn, so 0-0. But I don't want to go find it, so it's fine. Now, break these bookshelves. And now craft the books into more bookshelves. Here, 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 and here. We need 3 more. 1, 2. We need a book enchantment table. Perfect. Grab the lapis. Place it here. And now let's enchant all our gear. For the helmet, fire prot, same thing. Prot 4, good. Prot 3. They ain't bad. Now let's do the tools. More lapis. Perfect. Lapis in. Actually, let's create a new sword because this one's quite low. Then a new sword. Enchant the sword. Lapis. That one's awful. Making 3. Ooh, very nice. Nice. I'm happy with these 2. The sword, not so much. Okay, now we've done that, let's go find an elytra. Throw the pearl into the portal, and we made it. And now let's find a end ship. One ship, 2 ship. Place water. That will remove the effect. And now it's time to fight the shulker. Dead. I'm breaking and mending. Nice. Ooh, very nice. That one's better than my current one. So swap it out. Take the elytra. And now we can fly. Oh, there's one over there too. Let's go down fast. And then we can swoop up. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elytra 2. Elytra 2. And Elytra 4. I found a new city with a ship. Number 5. Another ship. Ooh, a shovel. And that's bad. Another one. Damn. We have 7 elytras. Let's make our way back. And we're home. Let's craft 2 shulkers. And now let's organize my inventory. Alright, and now let's break all these bookshelves. Okay, we've left the stronghold, and now we are going to be collecting the resources to build a creeper farm. And then 3 torches, and then 1 quartz to create a comparator. Put that in the chest. And our last thing we need is 11 dispensers. The last thing is done. And now let's find a deep sea ocean. And now let's get this farm built. This farm is built by Sugarcraft, and this farm took me around an hour and 30 to actually build, which ain't too bad. And now the farm is built, let's AFK. I think I AFK'd for around 55 minutes, maybe an hour. And now it's time to check what we actually got. Okay, a few stacks, but I think there's more in these chests too. And like I said, a cheeky little string farm won't hurt no one. That's like a stack and a half of string for just doing nothing, pretty much, which is very nice. And now let's craft a bunch of rockets, and then rockets make tier 3s. Just one thing we do really need is mending books and unbreaking books, as right now, because we went through, we've broken 4 elytras because I've got no unbreaking book or no mending book. Let's just do it. Let's get a unbreaking 3 villager. Mending for 24. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. A anvil. Come on. Place down the anvil. Okay, so if I merge this one and this one, I get a maxed out fortune. I'll do a maxed out silk touch. Okay, cool. If I put that and that, will I get a efficiency 5? I will indeed. Perfect. And now put the mending book on my elytra. No, I put my main efficiency, my fortune 3 on the... No, I'm an idiot. The main reason why I did do that is because silk touch will be quite handy later on when I do my build. Purely for the fact, if I go to my schematics, this build needs a lot of stone. Stone, 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 stone. So, the silk touch will help a lot. And now I need a way of finding XP. I might just go make an enderman farm. Building blocks done. The hoppers, 2 stacks of carpet, the leaves, trapdoors, chest, an iron bar, minecart, water and lava bucket, 128 temporary blocks, 1 rail, and an ender pearl. We need more pearls, it's just we'll get them all in the end. And now the last thing, the name tag. Let's call it something very, very strange. Call it perfect. And now let's go to the end. Perfect. We've now got an infinite source of XP. And now let's go home. Okay, let's start getting the blocks to build my house. 11,000 stone, 3,500 stone bricks, 1,100 stairs, 400 stone slabs, 3,000 chiseled stone bricks, 2,000 smooth stone, 2,050 cobblestone. Right now I'm currently getting XP for the enchantment table. This is because for black stained glass, you need 1 black dye and then 8 regular glass. And now I've got 2 options. I could either build a farm or just get them by hand. Now I only need around 300 odd, so I chose to get them by hand. So I need Luton 3 on my sword. So now let's kill a bunch of squids. 2,100 black stained glass, 300 spruce fences, 1,000 spruce stairs, 1,600 spruce planks, and we've hit day 100. But there's one thing I've been putting off for quite a while. So that's done. There's just one thing that's left, is these 3 chests here. I need to get 8,600 deep slate stone bricks. So let's do that now. And finally, 8,600 deep slate bricks. That took a while. And other bits and bobs like 48 deep slate tiles, 48 stone bricks, 30 deep slate wool, 18 cobblestone slabs, 12 stone bricks, 12 deep slate bricks, and 6 spruce slabs. Now we got all 41,000 blocks. Let's find a place to actually build this house. Wow, that took like, what, 5 hours to actually build? That took stupidly long. But all blocks is now placed, but it's currently floating. And if you don't know, buildings can't float. So we ain't done here yet. Let's terraform the land. Long hours later, and we have blended in all the land. Over by here, I've put something like a little cliff edge with a little staircase going up. That ain't meant to be there. But yeah, 4.5 long hours later, and I can now say this build is completed. I'm not gonna do the inside right now, as that'll probably be for the next one, but I think I'm gonna end it off here. So see ya. Welcome back to episode 2 of my hardcore series. I've realized I'm poor, very poor. These are pretty much all my items. So I've thought I will build the top 10 must-have farms in hardcore Minecraft. Starting off with an iron farm. I built a pretty basic farm for now because the farms I will need needs a lot of iron. So I've chosen to build a easy farm now to make my life easier for the coming on farms. Now we got all the items. Let's start building the farm. I loaded in all 12 villagers and 4 zombies, and the farm was good to go. Okay, I've been AFK now for a little while. Let's check what we've got. Damn, that's actually insanely good. And now we got steady source of iron. We can start the next farm. The next farm we're going to build is a automatic cane farm, as this is the current cane farm we have right now. As you can see, it is not automatic and it is not efficient because all I got to do is manual work. But first, we need to find a swamp. Mending, and I'm making 2 as I was not getting, I'm making 3. And now let's get back to finding this swamp. And there you go, we found the swamp. It ain't the biggest, but it should still spawn slimes. So let's start killing all the slime. Me being very smart was talking with my mic muted. But what I said was, I was going to build a cane farm with flying machine, but I saw that takes a lot of effort to actually maintain because they break a lot. So I said, okay, I'll just build the classic piston observer farm because it's quick and easy and it can run without much effort. So let's go get some materials to build that farm. And that's all the things we need. So let's get started building this farm. As a Skyblock veteran, this was nothing for me. I built this farm countless times on Skyblock, so it was quick and easy, didn't take much effort. We've been AFK for about an hour. Let's check what we've got. These chests, so 2.5 stacks and 2 stacks. That ain't bad. 5 stacks in pretty much no time. Well, I'm hungry. These are all the food I have right now. 2 pork chops, 4 cooked mutton. So that's why for the next farm we're making a food farm. And we've already got all the items. Now it's time to go to the roof. Perfect. Let's build this farm. The farm I've chosen to build is a hoglin farm because these produce up to 1,700 drops per hour. And now it's time to check the drops. And on the replay, I did see that there was mobs spawning on the backside of the farm by here. So I need to have torches by here too. Let's check the chests. Ooh, 2 stacks. Oh wow. I was AFK for not even an hour. That is perfect. It is now day 200 and we're ready for the next farm. Okay, so the next farm we need in pretty much anything, down to chests, tools, hoppers and many more. The farm we're making is a tree farm and we've already got all the items. So let's start building this farm. This farm makes a lot of logs, over 20,000 per hour, but uses 15,000 bone meal per hour. In less than 5-minute testing, we've made 6.5 stacks of oak log because we had not enough bone meal. So let's start building this bone meal farm that makes thousands of bone meal an hour. This makes it so I can pretty much use the tree farm whenever I need any type of logs, planks or wood. 1 double chest later of bone meal and we're ready to check what we got. So 1 full chest, 2 full chests and a bit more. That's actually insanely good. My armor is straight awful. That is why I'm going to make a trading hall that holds every single book trade in the game. But right now my house looks like this. You can see there's nothing inside. So what I've done there, since there was nothing inside, there was an echo. So I need to start decorating the inside. So let's do that right now. The entire replay footage did corrupt, so but about the inside. So the storage is not automatic because I've seen the copper golem apparently does sorting for you. So I want to see that and how that works before spending a lot of time getting all the resources. This trading hall can store up to 110 villagers, which should be perfect for all my needs. But what is a villager trading hall with no villagers? So let's build this villager breeder. What you call someone who builds a farm twice because he wasn't recording the first time. I'll let you lot figure that out. Alright, it's finally time to start getting villagers in the hall and locking in these trades. Frostwalker 2, Thorns 3, Depth Strider 3, Mending, Looting 3, Feather Falling 4. Bang! Wait and protect the president. Silk Touch, grow up. I've been grown, my bills are paid. Fire Aspect. Depth Strider 3. Knockback 2. Fire Prot 4. Projectile Protection. Infinity. Unbreaking 3. Quick Charge 2. Aqua. Infinity. Bane of Arthropods. Multi-Shot. Efficiency 5. Sweeping Edge. And no, it's a lot. The bar. Respiration 3. Prot 4. Punch 2. Curse of Binding. Loyalty 3. Fortune 3. Breed. Power 5. Channeling. Curse of Vanishing. Sharp 5. These villagers drive me insane. Like, listening to these villagers just make sounds for the last 4 hours. It's been even longer because I'm AFK and these villager breeders. I don't want to do this anymore. Piercing 4. Destiny 5. Smite 5. Finally, Impaling 5. And finally, lastly, Blast Protection 4. That took stupidly long. But if I missed any, let me know in the comments. Okay, now we've got every book trade in the game. Unfortunately, I don't have the emeralds to actually pay for these books. I've been locking in these trades buying these options. So either the book trades or these paper trades. So I've got two options. Option A, build a cheap little melon farm, get a load of farmers and we get emeralds that way. Or we can build this raid farm that makes 7,100 emeralds an hour, 800 totems, 500 gunpowder, 5,800 redstone dust. This is by far the best farm out there right now. Not to mention, the tutorial was an entire hour long and took me over 4 hours to actually follow it. This farm was built by Shufflecraft and I definitely recommend building it as the tutorial was very easy to follow. And now the farm is built, let's start running a farm. I AFK'd for around 30 minutes ish, maybe less, actually probably less. But I'm surprised this went so smoothly, being such a long tutorial. Alright, it's been a little while, not too long, and we've got almost 4 stacks of emerald blocks and loads of redstone. This farm is absolutely brilliant. We also got a lot of totems, a lot of bits and bobs also. Just, I couldn't really get the sorter to work, but now let's get back to the home. I've got hero of the village, so will that count towards my quote village or not? And finally we are home, and now let's get some books and go to the hall. And now start buying the books. One of these, one of these, one of these, one of these, 4 of these, one of these, 4 of these, one of these, one of these, 4 of these, and now let's go to the end. Go to the end. Take this, and now craft some fresh gear. And now let's max out all this gear. Mending, unbreaking, protection, respiration, unbreaking, mending, and damn we're broken. Let's go get some iron. Grab some iron and craft a fresh anvil. Place it down and put prop 4 on the chest plate. And now the boots. I'm breaking 3, feather falling, prop 4, mending, and I'm out of levels. So, back to the end. Boots. And now, let's get to the next bit. And lastly, depth strider, prop 4, mending, and breaking. And now, let's say goodbye to our old gear. Gone, 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 and you're gone. And say hello to our fresh, new, maxed out gear. You may think, this is not maxed out. You're missing Thorns 3. Yes, you are right, but there's a reason for that. But now, we have maxed out gear. There's a few things I want to do. Starting off with, going to the roof. And now, I forgot one piece. And now, we're ready. Go back, turn on the lever, and whack it by here. And now that should have worked. And it didn't. Oh no. Portal. Let's try again. You want a lever by here, TNT, building block, trapdoor, TNT, and a lever. Now, let's try it again. Turn on this, spam by here. And as you can see, it has worked. And I've chosen the wrong block. Oh, I'm an idiot. So, we do it again. We turn on that, and we spam by here. And now, we got a way up and down from the roof. And let's go on to the next thing. Let's go back to the end. Go through the portal. And now go to the gateway. And now let's find an entity. From the first episode, I know there's one this way. But this one's quite small. So, let's go to that one here. And we're here because I want some shulkers. So, let's start killing these shulkers. A chest room. Diamond, silver, template, and gold. Come out, little fella. Thank you. And 12 should be fine for now. So that is 6 shulkers. And now let's go back to the house. I think I'm lost. Gateway? Hello? Oh, I'm blind. Hello to you too. But I don't, this is the one that I came through. But I ain't complaining. Go back through the portal, and we're home. Go to a tree farm, get some logs, logs to planks, and planks to chests. And now let's create the shulkers. Because when I was creating this farm here, my game crashed and I lost my shulker. I don't know how, but now we got plenty. And now we go back to the raid farm. Perfect. And then fly this way. And now we fill a shulker box full of totems. Just like this. And then while we're here, we may as well fill a shulker full of gunpowder. You may ask why. We go to this farm and collect some cane. And now this is the rocket shulker box. For the next part, we need a lot of gunpowder. So let's AFK here for a little bit. Alright, we've been here now for a few hours. Let's check what we have. And this is plenty. But before we actually take out this powder, let's go to a beach. And by the way, while I was AFK, I was bored, so I put on a new text pack that basically makes the totem smaller, so it's better for the video and don't cover half my screen. And this is what we need, a desert. And now let's gather tons and tons of sand. We have 2 shulkers. And now back to the creeper farm. Oh, and I found my first original village, so that's cool. And we've done all this to create some TNT. So let's craft all this and all this into TNT. And we got just under half a shulker box of TNT. And this is because I want to go mining for TNT. No, I want to go mining for netherite. Now we're home. Let's grab some pieces of iron, grab some flint, and now let's go to the end and mend my shovel. Give it all pills, and I'll go back to the nether, and I'll go to level 15. And now let's build a tunnel. And now place our TNT. And we set it on fire. And there you go. It has revealed some ancient debris. Now I repeat this until I'm satisfied. More. And now let's place the last 13. And the last one. So in total, we got 41 pieces of ancient debris. That should be 10 ingots. And now it's time to start going back. Through the portal. And then through here to go home. And now start smelting the ancient debris. And now it's done. Get some gold. And craft the ingots. Get 2 iron and 4 planks. And I'll craft a smithing table. Just there's one thing that we're missing. If I put that there, the upgrade template. So let's go find this. Okay, so I've been on the old Google, and apparently you need to find a bastion that is a treasure room, I think. So we need to go to the nether. And let's start finding this bastion. I know, I've done some research, and apparently they are more common in bastions that are treasure rooms, not these ones. So let's find a treasure room. I hope this don't take long. I don't want researching for long. See if I actually find the bastion. It could be 1 of 3, I'm pretty sure. There's 2 that I don't want, and then there's 1 that I do want. The one I need is the treasure room. Who knew finding a bastion would take so long? Oh no, I thought I had wood on me. I've gone a rocket. Is that obsidian? I hope so. Perfect. Obsidian. Food. Create a portal. Go back to the overworld. And get some logs. What the hell are my coordinates? Wait. If I get up my waypoint, oh my. I'm 37,000 blocks away from the farm. That wasn't part of the mission. Wow. All I need is 2 logs. I'm getting out of here. And now craft the logs into a crafting table. And then grab the rocket. 1, 2, 3. Paper into paper, and then the paper into rockets. There you go. And now we'll go back to searching for a bastion. And I'm looking for this to be in and out and get it fast. Clearly getting these is not easy. There you go. Please be the one I need. Please. Does it have lava in the middle? It does indeed. Perfect. And one thing that I'm going to do is craft some golden boot. Actually, craft a golden helmet because I need my feather for it. And now I'm pretty sure the guys won't attack me unless I go into a chest. Pretty sure. Will they? And I also saw that if they can't see, then it technically didn't happen when I was doing my research. So that means if I was lied to. I was lied to. I was lied to. They still attack you. Oh no. Okay, that's changed a lot. Now plan again. Plan again. Okay, so I think the thing I need is quite low down. Plan 2 is I just dig down like this until I'm relatively low. Is this low enough? Where am I? Build a little tunnel and block off my back. Block, block. Block, block. Chest I need is the one there. Now it doesn't seem too hard to actually get there, but I'm going to do the issue because these guys do a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. I'm gonna put on my chest plate. I might regret that. Do I? Put my lighter in my hand and then I'm gonna switch around. This is probably gonna be quite easy. If I create a platform, something like so, and then I can fly back up to the platform if I need to. That might be a plan. Why am I panicking? In survival, these do a lot of damage, so I really don't want to like die here. I did see someone use lava to actually kill the bucket. Yeah, okay, this does work. Okay. So now if I drop down to here and then open the chest, can I reach it from here? No, open the chest. Yo, go away. Perfect. Ooh, 2 ingots. That's like quite rare now. Bang. Iron. I've got infinite iron. You go away. Okay. Go away, bro. Wow. This might be rare. I might want this. So I'll take this too. Now let's not camp around here for longer. I want to get out of it as fast as possible. Wait. Dance on the roof. Now get out of here. Yeah, I would probably be in a bitch, but we're safe. And now let's fly home. And we're home. So now let's duplicate the template. Okay, so we need netherrack, and now there you go. Perfect. Now you just keep on buying these. 7, 8, and how much do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll make one more. 10. Cool. Let's make a gear netherite. Chest plate. Okay. The helmet, the boots, and the perfect. And now the tools. The sword, pickaxe, this is fortune 2. I'll make this fortune 3. The axe, and lastly the shovel. You may ask, why have I made 10? Because now this can be stored back in here, and I can constantly make more instead of having to search around for more and more every single time. I need more. 3. There you go. I need my emeralds. There you go. Emerald and fortune 3. While I'm here, I'll also get unbreaking 3 for my elytra. Unbreaking 3. I've got 30 levels, so I shouldn't need to go to the end. Let's hope. First kill with my new tool, the anvil. And now we put the fortune 3 on this, and unbreaking 3 on the elytra. And now we've got fully enchanted netherite gear. But now it's time to actually test out this arm. But first, let's mend this elytra. And now let's kill some endermen. Alright, and we're done. But what I was saying was, let's test out the gear. First by finding a fortress, and there you go. No one's here. And now we kill these guys. These guys got a chance to drop skulls, and skulls can be used to spawn in the wither. That was my job. Ooh, that's one. We need 2 more. And that's 2. And that's 3. Perfect. And now let's go back. But first, collect 5 pieces of soul sand. And now let's go back. And now, here seems good. Let's go down. Make it all. Strip mine. Ooh, diamonds. That is cool, I guess. Don't really need them, but I'll take them. Pearls out, deep slate out, and let's take these diamonds. This should be fine. And now build a little room. And I'll build the wither. So we do it like that, like that, like that. And then 3 heads on top. wait for it to explode, and let's start this battle. Whoa. Where did he go? That was meant to happen. Down. Relax, dude. Got down, relax. That wasn't too bad. Take my star. And now we're done. Wow. That had my heart pumping, you know. I turned around and he's there just chasing me and that. Well, that is test 1 done. Well, that wasn't too bad. That was not too bad at all. But now let's craft a beacon. 5 glass. 3 obsidian, and the nether star. There you go. The first beacon of the entire world. And now for test 2, we're going to be respawning the end dragon. So, we need 4 crystals. And to craft the end crystals, you need 7 glass, 1 iron ender, and a gas tier. So, let's start killing some gas. That's 2. 2 more to go. Hello, brother. Now the worst part is, like, these tiers will fall into the lava. And that's full. And we're back to a fortress. This is because now we need blazes. And we're done. And now we need sand. And we already got sand. Time to smelt the sand. Let's wait. And now turn the blaze rods into powder, and then powder into ice render. And then put that there, and then go around 4 times. And that is the 4 crystals we need. So let's fight this dragon. And go through the portal. And now we place down the 4 crystals. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now, the last crystal. And now let's start smacking this dragon. That fight was simple. So I can finally say we are invincible in hardcore Minecraft. Welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. In today's video, we're building a massive Bowen 747 to hold all my valuable in my hardcore world. But before we start constructing this massive plane, this plane requires over 24,000 blocks, 20,000 of that being quartz. So we are going to need to build all the required farms to get all the resources we need. So there is a few farms we need to build. One farm we need is a bartering farm. and bartering farm use a lot of gold. So the first farm we're going to build is a gold farm. This farm requires 15,000 magma blocks, and I ain't getting them by myself, so let's make a magma farm. So for this farm we need building blocks, sand for glass, and smelt this glass, soul sand, some hoppers, chest, minecart with hoppers, levers, carved pumpkins, temporary blocks, and lastly, sweet berry bushes. This farm makes over 3,700 magma cream an hour, which equals to around 1,000 magma blocks every hour. And now it's time to AFK the farm. I had issues with the golems dying, so I fixed it after this clip was recorded. So we've AFK'd it through the night. I didn't mean to. I accidentally fell asleep, but we did not get nowhere near the amount I did need. We need 14,000 magma cubes. We need to fill up 5.5 chests full, but all we managed to fill up is 2 and almost 2, which is not great. So I might have to start searching for magma blocks myself. Let's start gathering all this magma blocks. And finally, that is all 14,200 magma blocks. Obsidian, and that's all the obsidian, some dirt, and some turtle eggs, but we need more. Find some turtles. Hello me friends. And now we breed these turtles until we get loads and loads of turtle eggs. We need 17. You and you are now more than friends, and there you go, the final egg. And now we got 18. That is perfect. Some chests, hoppers, and now it's time to shear some sheep and turn this all into carpets, and lastly sand. And now fly home, and now smelt this sand. This farm produces over 300 blocks of gold an hour, but these layers took a fair share of hours to actually build. And now it's time to AFK this farm. And now let's check what we have. Like the farm. When I was building the storage, I didn't have enough of the hoppers, so let's place them here and check what we have. So, okay. Not too bad. I'm happy with that. And now I'll go AFK until all the chests are full. Okay, let's go see what we have. Oh, I think it's slightly full. Alright, let's merge all the gold. We got 580 blocks of gold, which is this amount of gold. So I'm actually quite pleased with that. But now we need a bartering station. So I got all the resources off camera, but this farm was quite difficult to follow as I built it in the wrong orientation. And there you go. The farm is now finished. Done this first try, definitely. So turn on the farm, and then the gold starts being pushed out to these piglins, and then it gets pushed along here until the end. I've done it wrong. Okay. Let's fix my mistake. But other than that, now it's done. Now it should work. So turn on the farm by pressing this, and then gold should start popping out. Perfect. And then the items should get thrown through here. Perfect. We like to see something working. Okay. Now the last filter isn't done because that is for the fire charges. I ran the farm a bit because I needed to get all the filters, but the last thing was the fire charges, and I didn't end up getting them. And now this bartering farm is done. So now we just wait here until we've used all of the gold, and so it's, you know, infinite. We'll be AFKing up here. So let's do that for about an hour. It's been around an hour. Let's check what we have. And yes, our gold, the nuggets, the gravel, the blackstone, the arrows, the quartz. That isn't a lot. I thought I'd get a lot more than that. Oh no. String, leather, soul sand, bricks, the obsidian, the crying obsidian, and the fire charges. But damn, I thought I'd get a lot more quartz than this. I need 21,000 quartz blocks to actually build this plane. Alright, I've got an idea. But first, let's mend up my elytra. And while I'm here, I'll do my tools too. Okay, so my plan for now is to go and mine quartz in the nether for an hour and see what we get. Because we might get a lot, we might get quite low. I've done the maths, and we need around 80,000 raw quartz, and then around 20,000 because it takes 4 quartz to make 1 block. So let's go do this real quick. That hour took quite a while, but let's fly home. From that 1 hour, we got just over 1 and a bit shulker boxes, which is actually insanely good. I thought I was going to get a lot less. We also found 1 ancient debris, which I don't know how, because I wasn't even that low, but yeah. So let's place all this and mine it up with Fortune 3. And we're done. We got around 1 and just under half, which is around, I'm pretty sure, 5,000 pieces. But 5,000 pieces is only around 1,200 quartz blocks, and we need 21,000 quartz blocks. So this method won't cut it. Now we're back in the overworld. This is because the method we're probably going to use is using villagers. Maxed out stonemasons will trade you blocks of quartz for emeralds, and emeralds isn't one issue for us as we have a raid farm which is practically infinite emeralds. So let's load all villagers into the already existing trading hall. And that is the last villager in. Alright, now all villagers are in. It's time to max them all out to expert rank by using my emeralds. Just like that, they're all maxed out and they can all sell quartz pillars and quartz blocks. I've got a bunch of blocks now which I don't need for now, but I'll eventually find a use for them. And same with all these, the blocks and then the glazed terracottas. But now we need more emeralds because that wasted a lot of emeralds. So take a trip down to the... Okay, we've been here now for a little while and we've got a lot of emeralds and also a lot of redstone. I finally got the sorters to work, which is good. Like all this stuff is just random, like things that I don't really care about. The main things from this farm that I care about is just these two, so that's what I'm sorting, and these as well. So let's transport all these back to the hall. Alright, so now we're back. Place down 13 chests. This is because this is the amount of chests we need to fill up with quartz. Yes, we need a lot. But and now with all of these emeralds, turn these to normal, and now you just go through all these and buy these. You get 12 per Minecraft day. We have a decent amount of villagers. Repeat this over and over and over again until we eventually have enough. So let's do this now. So after buying out all the villager stock, we got 288 pieces. That means we need to repeat this process 71 to 73 more times. Lol. And just like that, we're out of emerald. We got a total of 1 double chest and almost 1 row, which is actually quite surprising. Like, I thought it'll be a lot slower getting these trades done, but we need 2 more chests full. Last clip, I had 3 more chests here. I was bugging, I don't know, but let's go back to the raid farm and get some more emeralds. And there you go, we got more emeralds, so go back to trading. Okay, I'm back. It's been a long time since the last clip, and unfortunately, I was done. I had this one full, that one full, and that one full. I thought I was done, and then I realized I've done the math wrong, and I need to fill up all these chests. So far I've got this one full, that full, that full, and that full. I need to do 1 row of this chest, and then these 2 full. And then I'm done. But emeralds, I'm out of once again. Time to go back to the raid farm. Alright, let me have 1 more chest filled. So, last one, and then we're finally done. And once again, we're out of emeralds. Well, I guess it's time to go back to getting emeralds. But just put it in, numbers. I've been doing this, going back and forth, for almost 100 days now. I need to fill up this last row, but I've also realized I need around 500 quartz stairs. But it ain't too bad, as if I buy the quartz pillars, these can craft quartz stairs. I don't know why, but they can. So I'll be buying these while buying the normal quartz blocks. So let's go back to the raid farm, and after countless, and I mean countless hours, we have finally got all 21,000 quartz blocks, 500 quartz stairs, and then 24 quartz slabs. That is all the quartz we need for this entire project. But I'm so thankful to say I'm not doing that ever again. That took so much longer than than what I thought it would take. Because like, yeah, actually trading didn't take too long. It was the whole AFKing because these lot tend to inflate their prices when you keep on buying. It was a whole AFK at the raid farm to get all the emeralds. But let's go on to the next item. So, for the next item, in this huge material list, the next item is Bruce logs. And that's pretty easy because last episode, we made this wood farm. That makes it so logs are easy to get. We need 9 stacks, and that's all the logs we need. Make some chests, and now put the logs in here. That's another block collected. So now next, we need frog lights. And now frog lights needs a farm. This farm is pretty much a magma farm that uses frogs to kill the magma. And then they drop frog lights. I'm pretty sure I have not built one before, so I don't know how these work. So let's start figuring out how to build this and getting all the resources. Alright, so for this farm, we need some sand, building blocks, chains, rails. Tell me why I didn't know you can turn off the fog in Nether, as now if I'm flying around, I can see where I'm going. Powered rails, levers, iron bars, and iron block, and 2 carved pumpkins, chests, and then turn 9 of these chests into some hoppers. My iron farm I think I've broken as the zombies have died somehow. Temporary block, 1 trapdoor, and now that's all the items we need. But the sand needs to smelt first. I forgot one thing. Minecart with hoppers. Alright, now we're ready. So let's start building this farm. Loaded in the 3 types of frogs. I've honestly had enough. Alright, so basically, we're now in a stage where we've got all the frogs, alright? The frogs kept jumping out. The frogs can jump through these chains. So I raised the wall up by 5 blocks. So now, they can't get out. I was reading comments of the video, and apparently, the cubes can fall through the chains. So I need to get powdered snow to actually kill the big cube. Let's go get some powdered snow. Alright, so the issue here was the farm that I was trying to build was outdated. So it didn't work no more. So I tried moving it around a bit, and I ended up getting it working. So let's thank the comments because they helped a lot with trying to boot up this farm. So now let's AFK the farm. Alright, we've been AFK now for a little while. Let's check what we have. I think it's been working. Oh no, what the hell's going on here? That wasn't meant to happen. Why is there ghasts here? Okay, I think we're good. Now let's check what we have. Oh, so it's working. Oh, it's working very good. Oh, it's working very, very good. Wow. Assuming I didn't follow a exact tutorial, as building it was a pain. For the build, we need 8 stacks of these ones, so let's get them now. And now put all these in these chests. The next farm we need is a wool farm, because we need 4 stacks of blue wool. Build a simple wool farm. I build a large one if I need wool in the future, but now I need a little bit, and that is all this farm is. It's just 1 sheep, 1 little observer, 1 Spencer, 1 redstone, and then a minecart with a chest. That is pretty much it. But now, find the flour, turn it into dye. We dye this sheep blue. For this farm, we need a lot of blue dye. Next, we need black stained glass. So, once again, let's go find this item. Black stained glass requires black dye. So, let's go killing some squids. This should be fine. And now we need some glass. Get 64, and I'll quickly smelt this glass. The dye, and then black stained glass. There you go. That's plenty. Alright, so, next, we grab some wood. Turn the wood into planks, and the planks into trap doors. And for the wheels on the plane, we need coal blocks. So let's go mining for some coal. Actually, I can't be bothered going mining. I've got 7 blocks just from coal laying around, but I forgot we had this bartering farm, because this bartering farm got us a lot of obsidian, so we can just use that instead. Levers, iron bars, 3 pieces, grab some glowstone, and now we got all the items we need. I think it's time finally start building this plane. And now the plane is done. But there's one issue. The inside is quite empty. So I think it's time to do the inside now. Finally, this marks the plane complete. So, here's the cockpit where you drive the plane to. The entrance for the plane is through the windows. Shelves and that, more buttons, more shelves, and then like more shelves. Going through here, you get the main area where you just sit and just stare, pretty much. And here's then the little walkways. Going through here is my little vault. So we have the gold, the emerald and redstone, the iron, the redstone, and then the diamonds. Here, we have all my elytras. So we have 6 here and then 1 on me right now, but I kind of want to fill this up completely, so get elytras on them all, or even get elytras on the first 6 and then put armor sets on these 2. I think I'll probably do that. Put armor sets on these 3, no, on these 10, and then elytras on these 6. So let's go NT rating, and that's 1, that's 2, and this is 3. So now I need 3 more. And here's number 4. And here's number 5. Kill the enderman. Kill the shulker. Oh. And I guess there's number 6. And there's 7. Okay. Kill you. Number 7. And now let's go home. Okay, and I guess there's more. I keep finding these ships. I want to find a gateway. Like, what's going on? Like, I'll take it, but I want to go home. And another one. Like, what? I found more cities than gateways. Like, again, I'll take them, but I don't want them. I've already got what I need to. Now I need to find a gateway. Just, there is none. I need a gateway. And there is one. So, let's go home. Okay, so we're back to the plane. Let's put all the elytras down. So, when I was there, I managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elytras. Which is actually very good for less than, what, a 30-minute trip. Now put 1 on him, 1 on him, him, oops, him, and him. And now I got some armor too. So, let's see where this gets us. So, chest plate, what? Chest plate, and the helmet. I got a lot of them, wow. More? The helmet. Okay, and now boots, legs. Ooh, no way. I just done that. Ain't no way I just done that. There ain't no way I just done that. And I'm breaking 3. Oh my. I guess they're my new boots until they break. I mean legs. Fun. Put the boots on him. Okay. We also got diamonds. Oh, there's boots here too. Boots on him. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 7 pairs of boots. So let's craft them up now. There you go. And that's all 7 pairs. We need 1, 2, 3. We need 5 pairs of leggings. And I can't afford it. Okay. So instead we will make 3 chest plates, 2 chest plates. And now they are complete. They are not. I'll do these another day. But I think that marks this plane as complete. welcome back to episode 4 of Minecraft Hardcore. And in today's episode, we're answering how much farms can you actually build in 100 days of Minecraft. Stole this idea from Wiles, so thank you. Don't tell him. The farms we currently have are wood and bone meal, villagers and bullion, a hoglin farm, gold farm, bartering farm, froglite, magma, raid farm, creeper and cane, and lastly an XP farm for enderman. So let's get started with today's video. So as the sun starts to set, that marks the start of this challenge. So let's sleep, and now it's the morning of day 573. I've put a day counter on the screen so you can easily track what day I'm actually on. Without wasting any more time, let's get started on building farm 1. For this farm we need a little bit of this, some wood, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some of this, a trip to the bartering farm to get some quartz. Now let's fly home. Observers, craft all the ones I need, repeaters, and get all the lava. And now we got all the items. Let's start building this farm. The build started off by making an arrow pattern in the ground, and then I placed some slabs and then waterlogged them. And now it's time to create the storage for this farm. And now it's time to start placing these leaves. Raise them all to a total of 4 blocks. Waterlog the leaves and then turn them all into cobblestone. And then I built the TNT duper and the farm was good to go. This is a cobblestone farm that makes over 75,000 cobblestone every hour. And that is now farm 1 done. So moving on. For the next farm, we need some slime balls, redstone dust. We need 1 piston, 1 lever, 2 rails, and then lastly, we need to craft a observer. Perfection. Turn the slime to slime blocks, and then turn 1 slime to a piston. Can you go away? Yeah, that sunrise looks actually insane. And like that, we've got all the things we need. This farm's very simple, but it's very useful for the next farm. So you need 1 slime block, 1 observer, and then place 1 piston like so. Place 2 blocks back here, put redstone, and then a rail. And then you want slime, and then simply put a rail like this, and then a rail like that. This will make the game break the rails, forcing them to, there you go. So now I've got infinite rails. A nice and easy little farm. And now it's time to run this until I fill up this entire shulker box. You'll find out later why I need so much rails for the farm we need. This shulker is now full. Okay, so for this farm, we need to fly to a jungle that's got a bamboo forest and take a load of bamboo. This view looks sick. What do you want now, man? Like, I kill you every time and you still come back for more. This probably ain't enough, but I've run out of inventory sprays. So now, let's fly to the gunpowder farm. We made it to the farm. So now, let's take all this string and craft a load of scaffolding. Oh, these craft loads of 6. Well, then I've got far too much resources. Okay, what I need, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19. I need 19 stacks. I think I've got way more than that. Yeah, I mean, I ain't complaining, but I've done too much work. And now fly back to my house. And now it's time to finally use this farm for the first time to actually get resources. Okay, so turn on the farm like that. I don't know how this works. I'm confused. There you go. Okay, and now the stones should come through here. Perfect. Turn down my audio. Place down this, and I'll craft a load of slabs, more slabs, more slabs, more slabs. That should be fine. Put it in a shulker box. Okay, that's all the slabs we need. So now we turn off this farm. Is it like that? It is. Okay, and now we craft 45 walls, 37 stairs, and that's all we need for the cobblestone. Observers, some cobwebs. Ooh, I need still touch, and they should work, right? Wow, this is cool. We need shears. Is it shears? It is shears. Okay, so I'm just wasting my time. Got it. We need carved pumpkins. Bruh, 1 more. There you go. The one by itself. Some snow, and then no blocks. This is all the things we need for this farm. So now let's start building. I'm lazy, so transporting the shulker box into the other world, I ain't doing that. So let's build it in the nether. End. This farm started off by building the chamber for the golems, and I'm pushing in all 10 golems, and then built the chamber where I stand, and now started the layers for the farm. So layer 1, just a little observer clock. Layer 2 was nothing. Layer 3 was built wrong, so I had to restart it. Layer 4 was the way to actually collect the items. The way these shulkers are killed is by cramming, so the last thing I built is the way to cram the shulkers. Okay, now the farm is done. We're missing one thing, the shulker. Now, the shulker is the hardest part, purely because they are an absolute pain to move from the end fortress down to here. I got the shulker box full of rails purely to move him from the end city down to this farm. But now let's start searching for this end gateway that's got a end city nearby. Okay, so I got the shulker box to the farm. It died, so I had to get a new one, so I cut out all the footage I had before of getting the first shulker. What's wrong with the farm? Turns out I forgot to click the note block once. That's why I've just lost my shulker box. So now I'm going to get another shulker box, put them back in the farm, do it all over again for one little mistake. So I started off by rebuilding the bridge, then placing down the rails, and then finally powering the rails. So I quickly got another shulker. I started off by finding a new end city with a end gateway nearby, and then I relayed all the rails. Powered the rails, and then forgot the minecart. So I went home, got the minecart, and then flew back, got the shulker in the minecart, and then finally transported him back to the farm. This time, making sure to turn on the farm. Okay, and we're back. And this time, the shulker's in, and I've turned on this little notebook thing. So, in hindsight, this should work. So once again, I'm gonna just sit back in here for 5 days. I'll be back on day 596 and see if the farm's actually working. By sound alone, I can tell it's working. So thank God for that. And it's now day 296 and the farm looks like it's working. Let's turn on my audio. The farm probably shouldn't have turned back on my audio, but the farm made just over 900 shells in the hour-ish that I AFK'd for. So that's insanely good. I put them all in the shulker, and just for you to actually know, 900 shells is over 450 shulker boxes every hour, by the way. Now let's fly back home. Okay, and we're back. The next farm we're going to build is a slime farm, and we already got all the resources. So, let's start building this farm. This farm is made possible by the new using potions. Using potions basically makes mobs that are killed or turned into slime. This farm uses that same mechanic, but on snowmen. So you spawn hundreds of snowmen in one block, and then you splash them all with an oozing potion, and then they're all down below ready to be killed. And then I made a shulker box loader, and then a auto crafter to craft all the snowballs into snow block. And now let's get some snow. This should be enough. Okay, so now let's test the farm. So I spawned hundreds of golems into this one block. We first press that button and then flick that button. As you can see, this farm is incredibly OP. Wow. Yeah. And then I killed all the slimes. And that's all the slimes killed. We got a total of 3 and a few more stacks of balls. That is incredible. While I was gathering resources for the next farm, I realized I was out of rockets. So let's AFK at my gunpowder farm so I can craft more rockets. Okay, I'm ready for the next farm. For this farm, it's quite essential. I'm building a wither skeleton farm, which gets me a load of wither skulls, which can craft tons and tons and tons of beacons. And I've already got all the resources we need to build this farm. This farm needs to be built in a soul sand valley. And I've used a website which is called Chunk Base, which basically lets you look around your entire seed for basically biomes that you want to build in. So I used that to find a fortress inside a soul sand valley. But let's go on to building this farm. This farm I built on the wrong level on the first time. So the outline above is just a little attempt, but I thought I would keep it there because that then stopped all the mobs from spawning. And then I placed down the golem, went up to the roof, made a little killing chamber, and the farm was good to go. Wow. And the farm is working. That took a lot of back and forth, as the portals wasn't linking right, and then it all wasn't linking right. I don't know, but it's now fixed. Okay, now the farm's actually working. Let's AFK here for 5 days. I've been here now for a little while, and I've got 8. That was a lot lower than I thought I'd get. So I've made some tweaks to the farm. Now let's try it again. Okay, so the changes seem to work. I'm now on 22 skulls. But we're on day 630, so I'm calling it a day here. I'll move on. Okay, and we are back. And now, we now have 22 skulls. Now, we can either go kill them normally and waste loads of time and do it manual, or we can build a farm for it. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And I've got all the resources we need. So, let's head to the end. And now we're in the end. So, let's start building this farm. This farm required me to break out an area underneath the end portal frame. Once I was done, I soon then placed all the components to build this farm. This farm uses the 24 minecart method to cram the wither. And now this farm is done, let's go the bartering farm, because I can get soul sand. Now back to the farm, put it in this chest, and I'll put the skulls in these droppers. There you go. And I'll simply grab full soul sand, place them down like this, turn down my audio, press this button, it should spawn a wither. And now I'll go to get my sand, go in the minecart, and then hold place. Okay, and now that's all the ones killed, and that got us 7 stars. Actually pretty good. Fly to here, grab this, fly to here, and grab a bit of this, and finally smelt this sand, and that should be enough. And now do a bit of this, a bit of that, and a bit of this, and I'll craft all the beacons. There's 7, and now there you go. We got a farm to get infinite beacons. Okay, and we've got all the items for the next farm, but we're missing 8 beehives with a minimum of 3 bees. So let's go find 8 beehives. This is 1. Go in your hive, and that is beehive 2. Beehive number 3, number 4. Oh wow, I don't know where my future build is gonna go. Hive number 5, and that is the last bee collected. And now we've got all 8 bee nests with all 3 bees, and then all these have 2, 3 that I got trying to get all 3s. So now let's head to the end and start building this farm. This farm is quick and simple, and it can be expanded to as much as you want, but all I need is 8 blocks, so this works fine for me. Now the farm is done, let's AFK for a little while. And we've been here now for 4 days. Let's see what we got. Wow, okay, not bad at all. The farm's working perfectly. I've used so much iron in this video, I'm out. I had about 4 stacks of iron blocks, and then the rest filled with iron ingots. I'm out completely. So I guess it's time to AFK here for a little bit until we have got iron left to build the next farm. And just like that, we've got all the items to build this next farm. Building a gravity farm. So I started off by getting rid of all the end portal frame, but unfortunately the motion method don't work no more. So I used the method to break bedrock instead. So that took a lot longer. And there you go, all the blocks have been removed. The area you need to build this farm was 15 by 16. So I started off by breaking all the blocks around the portal so I can have enough room to build this farm. This farm I kept building in the wrong area, so I had to keep on restarting until I finally got it right. And then after 5 tries, I finally got it right. And then I've built it 1 block too low, for God's sake. So then I removed it again, placed it on the floor, built it right this time, and the farm was good to go. And then I built the chunk loader, and then I placed all the sand, turned on the chunk loader, and then I AFK'd for 40 minutes, which is 2 in-game days. It's now day 670. Let's check what we have. Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, that is incredible. And finally, the final thing we will be building in this video is a super smelter. This smelter basically powers itself by using a carpet duper. The carpets are used as fuel, and then the fuel is used to power the furnaces. 100 days later, countless farms built and countless hours spent building, this challenge is now done. It's now day 673, and as I sleep through this night now, the challenge will be over. Guardian farms are the absolute best way to get XP in prison, but let's be honest, they are arguably the ugliest things you can ever build. So I had a crazy idea. What if I could take the Guardian farm and hide it inside the deadliest ship in history? But before we get started, we're almost 700 days in and we have not got a ender chest, but unfortunately I don't have the things to actually make these chests. So let's head to the nearest nether fortress. Ouch. And we have arrived. And now let's kill a load of blaze. And now we got a little over 64. So now let's go to the end and simply break some obsidian. this should be plenty. And now go back, and I'll jump through this portal. Oh my, I forgot pearls. Through here, and down to this pearl farm. Take a few stacks, and now finally fly back. And now turn this into blaze powder, turn the powder into eyes of ender, and simply craft some ender chests. Let's make 32. I tend to be quite forgetful, so let's place one here, here, and everywhere else. And then I'll leave 10 in my hand. Without wasting any more time, let's start moving on to the block collecting part of this video. Phase 1 of this build will be building the guardian farm, purely because building the guardian farm first make it a lot easier, because then if I build the ship first and then the farm don't work, the whole thing needs to be torn down. But if I build the guardian farm first and it all works, then perfect, I can work on the ship. When talking guardian farms, there's two options. Either go portal based or non-portal based. Portal based farms normally make more items due to the fact the portals take them right from the overworld and push them straight to the nether, which then resets the mob cap for that monument. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're building a portal based guardian farm. This farm was built by Madsify, and it makes over 55,000 items every hour. Now we know what farm we're building, we can now start collecting all the resources. The materials I'm gonna need are some sand, smelt the sand, and then take back the glass. And now collect some soul sand. This will do. Some scaffolding, wood, and then some iron to make some chests, and then turn some of the chests into some hoppers, obsidian, and put it all into the shulker box. The last thing we need is some netherrack, but there's none up here, so let's go down by here and start mining. This should be enough, and I'll put all the netherrack in the shulker box. And now we have all the items, let's start building this farm. Okay, now the farm is done. Let's first of all break this platform. Get rid of relax. And now simply remove guardrail, remove that. And now it's time to AFK this farm. So let's wait here for around an hour and let's see what we get. Okay, sometime later, let's see what we have. But I ain't got a portal here, so I need to go back to my base. Yeah, long. I'm not expecting tons and tons of chests full, but I'm expecting at least 1 or 2 full. Perfect. Fly up to the chest, and let's see what we have. Oh, wow. We're almost full. I didn't think we'd get anywhere near this. What? Well, that's a shocker. On both sides. Impressive. Wow, I mean, wow, okay. And now the guardian farm is built. It's time to finally start building this battleship. And I've already built this ship in creative. I know exactly how much blocks I need and exactly how it's gonna look. Let's get into collecting the blocks we need to build this ship. And bang, we're back in the world, and we've now got the schematic to build this battleship. And these are all the materials I need to gather. 20,000 stone, 12,000 smooth stone, 4,000 polished granite, and all the other bits and bobs I need. But this won't collect itself, so let's get started. Okay, so 4,000 polished granite. And now I could either go mining veins of granite. Every 4 granite equals 1 polished block, or I can fly back to my house and enter my trading hall, because mason villagers got a chance of selling 1 emerald for 4 polished granite. And now that is perfect, because that means we need 1,000 emeralds. You may be thinking, 1,000 emeralds, that's still gonna take you quite a while. But you see, that is not the case, because going through this portal takes us right to my raid farm. And now this raid farm ain't just a normal raid farm, no. This raid farm collects over 6,000 emeralds every hour. So let's come here for a little while and start spawning in some raid, and then we can collect the emeralds we need for all the granite. Been here for a little while and we've got all 900. So now let's take all these and turn them all into emerald blocks. And now let's fly home. How about no? And I'll fly to my house and bang, we're now in the trading hall. Now we simply just convert this to the emeralds, and I'll just buy this granite over and over again until we get 4,000. And from 1 trading cycle, we've got around 600. That means we need to do this another 6 times. It's been a little while, and we have finally got 1 shulker filled. We need to fill that one, and then we're done. And bang, that's now 2 shulkers full of polished granite. I've also put blocks here, here, there, here, and here, and then 2 by here. Purely because I was spending a lot of time going from villager to villager to villager, and it was just a lot of time. So I placed the blocks where of villagers that trade the granite. Okay, we now have that filled, and that almost filled. We're on 4,110 polished granite total. I need 4,500 total, and as you can see, I'm out of emerald. So it's back to the raid farm, and we're back again and got emerald. So take them back to the house and start trading once again. And finally, we've got all the granite we need. Next, it's blackstone. Now, blackstone is found in the nether. Veins blackstone is found in a basalt delta. So let's go and find one now. Here you go. And they're generating patches like this. So we just mine until we get all the ones we need. So all 600. Alright, so let's crack on. And there you go. That's all the blackstone we need. Wait, don't my bartering farm? Wait, that all might be pointless. I think my bartering farm gives me blackstone. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Let's see. Oh, I have so much. I have so much. Turns out, for next time, this gives me blackstone. Okay. I completely forgot. But now next, if I go to my guardian farm and grab some black dye, fly home, and then to the end through here, and then finally grab some sand, fly through the portal, fly towards the smelter, and then smelt the sand. Take back the sand, turn the ink sacks to black dye, and then turn the glass to black stained glass, and then finally put it all in a shulker. Take some more logs, and then turn it all into planks, turn some into stick, craft some fences, more stick, more fences, more wood, and finally more fences, and some more fences. That should be fine. And now we got all the glass, the fences, the blackstone, and the granite. What's left is the stone. So let's build a stone generator, and the generator is now built. We stand in right here, and I simply just break. As you can see, we ain't breaking fast enough. That's why we now need a beacon. So, let's start building a beacon. Now we got the beacon and the generator, we can finally start getting all the stone and smooth stone we need for this build. So I've done a lot of mining, and then when my tools got low, I went to the end, repaired them, and then got back to mining. My pickaxe has just broken. How fun. So, let's make a new one. And there you go. We've got a new pickaxe. So now, let's get back to mining. We're currently low on rockets, so let's AFK out my gunpowder farm for a little bit. And now we have 10 double chests filled with straight stone. But now it's time to do the long part. Put all the stone in shulkers. And finally, that's all 12 shulkers filled, which is all 20,000 stone. And here's the 300 buttons and the 800 stairs. Now, the last thing we need is smooth stone. Now, smooth stone is basically just smelted normal stone. So, let's melt all the stone using this super smelter. Turns out, we actually ain't got enough stone. So, it's back to this generator once again. But while I'm mining, at least this time, the smelter's actually working. So, let's get back to mining after a trip to the end. And finally, just like that, we've got every single item we need to actually build this battleship. And to actually find out if we got it all, let's take it all out, go to the material list, and bang, we're missing 11 stone buttons. So, let's get that real quick. Go down to this little generator and take 11 stone. Perfect. And then craft the stone into stone buttons, and then find the box with all the buttons. There you go. Place down the buttons. So yes, we have all the items we need. We can see that because the available here, the available. I have more on some things, but not less. So that's wonderful. So now let's finally start building. And finally, this ship is now fully complete.